Hi, this is Chef Remy. Today I'm going to show you how to make corn fritters Puerto Rican style. Now these are rounded because we deep fried them. If you want the flat kind, you could use a frying pan. Also, you can vary this quite a bit by using things like minced onion or minced red and green bell pepper. Now we start out with 1 cup of creamed corn right out of the can, half a cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/8 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Okay, let's get started by sifting the flour. We want to sift it because we want to make sure that there's not going to be any lumps in the batter. Okay, and then we go ahead and begin by putting in the salt, the pepper, and here we've opened a can of creamed corn and we take 1 cup and add it to the dry ingredients. We're putting in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and most important of all is 1 egg. That's what holds it together when you're deep frying it. So we're going to start off slow, and we want to make sure that we scrape the sides, as I'll show you in a second. When you do that, you go all the way down to the bottom. Make sure you get it all mixed up real well so that your batter is very well incorporated. Now, thevideocook.com is where you can go and see all my other videos, and I have some very interesting fritters there made out of Caribbean vegetables and even cod fish fritters. And we have recipes from all over the world that I've made the videos. Also, at the end of this video, you can read this recipe if you want to be able to read it and look up the measurements and so on, right at the very end of this video. Now here's a close-up of the batter, and when it's done, go ahead and get ready to spoon it in with a large tablespoon. Have a dry paper towel ready to go to dry the fritters, and you can use canola oil or vegetable oil. When you get it up to 375 degrees, then you can begin spooning it in just like this. And of course, if you use a frying pan with 1/2 inch of oil, your fritters are going to come out flat instead of rounded. Here they come out rounded because of the baking powder and because they're floating. In a frying pan, they don't float. You have to flip them over in 1/2 inch of hot oil. They're going to be flattened fritters. You might prefer that instead of the rounded, puffy kind like you see here. Again, I want to mention that there are other fritters that we're going to be using Caribbean vegetables like Yuca and Malanga, and also cod fish, and you can vary those with some of your own ingredients like the red bell pepper that I had mentioned and the onions. You could put a little more sugar in here if you find it bland, or a little more salt. And when you've got them browned and sitting on a drying on a paper towel, it makes a very good appetizer for your table. And there you have it, corn fritters Puerto Rican style. So this is Chef Remy. Thanks for watching my video, and go ahead and visit me over at thevideocook.com. You'll see all the recipes in logical order. Bye-bye.